That's you didn't know that I danced to that Spanish music. Hey guys, hey Sush, what's up? So I was out with my sister and Sydney the other day, and this little raggedy white man comes up to us, and she and I look at each other and we're like, here we go. And he's like, excuse me, ladies, I just got out of Attica after 15 years there, and we were like, Sydney was like, is that a cab? Taxi! And then we all ran into the street and got hit by 3 different cars. No, we jumped in a taxi and left. Now, if you don't know anything about anything, Attica is like a maximum security prison upstate New York where they send like all the killers, like serial killers and like rapists and stuff go up there. Like Attica. I Googled Attica when I was in a taxi, and Attica is not just a maximum security prison, it's a super maximum security prison. Like that means they don't want nobody getting out, right? Like that's Attica. And you in prison for 15 years. And not like a regular, like a baby prison, not like an Orange New Black prison, like a legit 15 years, sir. Why are you speaking to me? Like, why are you here? Hello? Yes, there's a man here. He just got out of prison and he's in my face. 15 years ago was 2001. And legit, I was like 10. What do we have to talk about, sir? Like, if he was trying to spit game, what do we have to talk about? What do we have in common? You missed everything. You missed 15 of my birthdays, okay? 2001, Destiny's Child released Survivor. The Blueprint came out in 2001. The Twin Towers fell in 2001. You missed everything that happened after that. Like what, sir? No. Now, maybe he was a homeless dude and he was just hungry. So maybe he just wanted some food. But like, what if he tried to spit game? If he was, I feel like that might not be the craziest situation I've been in with a dude trying to kick it to me. A couple years ago when I was going through my hood phase, I was out with some friends and I met this dude through another dude who I was not interested in, right? Like I was just out. I was like, it's nice out. I got the crop top on. Like I'm hanging out. And this guy came up to me and he was trying to holler. And I was like, but you're short. And he's like, yeah, but you might be talking to your future husband right now. And I was like, yes, that is true. Because I'm very easily impressed. Like I'll be out and I'll be like, he got on socks and sneakers. Man, you better take my number down. You got on socks on both feet? Daddy. Like that's me always. So this guy was like, you might be talking to your future husband right now. And I was like, this is true. These are facts. So I gave his short, shrimpy ass my phone number, right? So we would talk on the phone like every once in a while. And he was always telling me about like how like crazy his father was and like all this mess about how his father was like into like really, really young women and like cheated on his mother like 923 times and like all this mess. So me and this dude were supposed to hang out. I got out of work early. He's like, I'm gonna come pick you up. So I get out of Penn Station, which is this massive train station, and there's like cars in and out and taxis and like there was like a light rain. It was dark out. I had on something really cute, I'm sure. I don't remember the outfit, but I'm sure it was adorable. So I'm standing there and I'm waiting for this guy, and this car pulls up and it's like this old black dude, and we're talking through the window of his car, right? And you know, he's spitting that like grandfather game. He's spitting that Otis game. And we're talking and I'm like, no, sir, you're beautiful. LOL. And he's like, I'm picking somebody up. He's like, well, do you want to wait in the car while you wait for your person? And I was like, because I'm young and I'm dumb and I'm ready to die. So I jumped in the car. I was like, oh, I thought you would never ask. I slid into the car and we're kikiing, right? And he's telling me about his family, and he's like, he's got like some kids, and he's like, oh, my sons are terrible. He's like, well, I have one good son, but like, he's like, I got this other son who, he was like, he's in and out of like prison for like assault and like rape and blah, 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 and like pimping people out. And I was like, damn, he sounds like quite the gentleman. And we're just cracking up, right? Whole time I'm texting this guy, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm here. I'm just waiting for you, blah, blah, blah. Let me know when you get here. So this car pulls up and the two guys know each other. We're both looking in the window, right? We're like, I'm like, hey, his friend. And they're talking, right? And they're like, Pippin, good to see you. Partner. And he drives away. This car drives away. And so, you know, me and Otis go back to like LOLing. I'm like, Grandpa, you so silly. Dying, right? We're talking about the Temptations and like other old people stuff. What else do old people talk about? Light fixtures. We're killing the game, right? So then I get a text from this dude. And he's like, I'm like, yo, where are you at? Where you at? And he was like, why are you in the car with my father right now? And I was like, your father? And I'm like, what you mean? And then I was like, I say to the dude, I was like, Rufus, who was that dude that just pulled up? And he was like, oh, that was one of my sons. And I was like, one of your sons? I was like, was that the good son? Was that the good one? And he was like, the good one is in prison right now for an assault charge. I was like, the good one is in prison for an assault charge? And he was like, yeah. He was like, that was the bad one. And I was like, the rapey, pimping, smacking hoes and killing people one? And he was like, that one. He was like, chip off the old block. And I was like, you know what? I gotta get out this car. I unhooked the seatbelt and I was like, you know what, Rufus? I feel a flu coming. I just got my period. I gotta go. I gotta go. And I slid my ass right on out of that car. I could have died. And I never spoke to either one of them ever again. Now, I didn't have Cletus's phone number, so I don't know him, you know, to follow up with him. But this other dude, the rapist pimp dude, I just had to call Verizon, like, hey, can you just block this number for the next 300 or 400 years? Yeah, I don't want him to be able to call me. And Verizon was like, you so crazy. Is this Marie again? And they blocked him. I should be dead. I should be so dead. Anyway, if you have a funny or interesting or like super traumatic father-son story or like homeless man trying to holler at you story or like prison story, even though some of you guys have left me some hilarious comments, y'all have been through some stuff. Just, you know, keep that stuff coming because they're fascinating to me. So just hit me up. Let me know when you get home.